Hi guys, welcome to the Killian Family Homestead. Hey, let's give you a little update on the aquaponics system and what we've been doing so far. I'll turn it around and let you take a look. Okay, first thing you'll see is that the plants are growing pretty well. Not fantastic. I need to put some chelated iron in it as well as some natural solar salt to get some of the other nutrients that the plants need. As you look like a plant like this one right here, that should be doing a lot better. But let's focus on the fish. So great news is we've been able to sell $830 worth of fish. No, I'm sorry, $800 worth of fish. That is, let's see, 320 fish have been sold. Okay, of varying sizes. Some food grade, some female, stuff like that. Also, you'll notice that I got the tank set up again. This is the breeder tank, the 75-gallon tank here that has some white Nile tilapia in it. I have 10 of them in there so that I can distinguish, so I can hopefully see who males and who the females are. But it's in the evening time, so it's a little dark right now, or you'd be able to see it, but maybe I'll do a separate video clip on how to set up the breeder tank. Excellent. So with this much fewer fish in the system, I'm not producing as much weight, but I still have 298 fish in the system. Like I said, it's a little dark, so maybe we'll focus on this side where the light is. Here's an update. So those that have seen the previous videos know that this was a radial flow filter with a bucket housing down the center, covering the inlet pipes here that would bubble the solids to the surface. The bucket would redirect the solids to the bottom, in theory, and then hopefully cleaner water comes on this side of the bucket and through the pipes. But it just didn't end up doing that because there was so much fish and so much waste in this system. There was just a lot of solids funneling in here, clogging the pump up, etc. So what we've decided to do here is take out everything, take out the stand pipes, redirect the black pipes that are coming in here down to the floor, and so it's constantly flowing solids down into the floor. And then I've got 2x4s that run this way, and then this right here, its partner down there below, that sort of filter mat. Then a huge wad of the netting that goes around a trampoline that was used, repurposed stuff, so I have blanketed that in there. Then I put this one on top of it, then a 2x4 that runs this way. Then this thing right here is covering 2 more mats that you see here, and then this acrylic tile just to weigh it down. And the water that's bubbling up is finally clean and filtered, and it's flowing naturally because I no longer have to have these awkward caps on it anymore. It's just flowing in, and because it's clean water, I can use these caps without fear of them plugging up, which means I'll stop getting these stinking things backed up into these pipes and getting clogged in the junctions, and being such a pain. So it's worked out well. I'm pretty excited about that change as well. So far, what I've done, I took every single fish out of the system, and then I put them into their respective size and profiles. So let me grab my listing. And these numbers might not be perfect, but they are pretty darn close. I have 13 blue large males in here. I've got 9 females, white tilapia in there, 20 medium-sized blue males, 20 medium-sized blue males, 40 medium-sized blue males. I need to do some divvying out here. 13 large blue males, 46 small, if you can call those small. There's 46 of them in there though, that's a lot. Those are, I couldn't tell what gender they were. Here are 20 blue medium-sized males. In here I have 70 medium blues males. Over there I've got, let's see, 37, so I need to do some balancing between the two tanks here. But 37 blue males. Now, you might be saying to yourself, wow, Drew, you got a lot of males. Yeah, so that's what I'm frustrated about. Sometimes corporate America can get kind of greedy, and even though I bought a mixed gender batch of tilapia, if you remember, the first one came and most of them were dead in the bag, so they rushed me over a larger order for free replacement, and it must have just been from their super males that produce nothing but male fish. And so I got tons of males. I sold, unfortunately, before I realized it, I sold a lot of my females that I knew were females for sure, and they had been proven breeders, and now I just have their offspring. So I'm just crossing my fingers. I mean, statistically speaking, there's got to be a female in here, but I'm crossing my fingers that we can get them ready with the right temperature, pH, and water clarity, get them ready to have babies, and then we can keep the business going here. But want to thank Kevin with Idaho Aquaponics for his teaching. He's a very instructional based teacher. I believe he does classes. Check him out online. He came and bought some fish from me and taught me a lot of things, and brought me some different tools and tricks of the trade, so I really appreciate him. Let me show you a fun little thing I've done right here. So, as you know, I said this before, I put in, I think, 13 of these little duckweed, and look what it's done. Right, this is just an experiment. But let's try to see if we can find one type of fish that I just love observing. I just love it. It kind of is nostalgic for me. It brings me back to my college days. I've always been a fish guy. Let's see here. There they are. You see that little betta fish in there? I've got 3 juvenile females in here. I just toss in some food every once in a while for them, but they don't like a whole lot of water movement. There's another female right there. I love them. There's a third one that is less dominant. She's a bit shy. I think she is somewhere. I don't know. She's probably underneath there somewhere. Typically, I scare her out when I get there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these females get mature, and then I'm going to put a male in here and see what happens, just for fun. Really, that's all it is just for fun. I love the betta fish, absolutely do. The fun thing about having duckweed is that you can take some of this. I'm going to go put this in my breeder tank. I could put it right there and they would eat it. The thing that I'm not too pleased about on these breeders is that I've got 10 in here with the full intention of taking 2 or 3 out once I figure out the males versus females. But you can put this duckweed in here, and by morning they'll have eaten all that. And it's just a fun, sustainable way for it to produce its own food that the fish then eat. Might as well just go over this. This tank right here, 10-gallon tank, will be used for the babies once they have the babies. When you set up a breeder tank, man, one second, let me turn on the light. A little better. So I'll do a video clip specific on this, but might as well do it now and reward those people that have watched the clip all the way through. When you set up a breeder tank for tilapia, you got to have a cave for the male, and you've got to have mini caves for the female. That's the way I like to say it. The male will come in, and the most dominant male will come in and make this his house. And he will leave multiple times a day and go pester the females and try to get one of the females ready for breeding and lure her over here. She'll come in, they'll do their little dance inside of here. She'll deposit the eggs on the lower side of this flower pot and then leave, and the male will come in and fertilize the eggs. The female will come in and she'll scoop up all the fertilized eggs in her mouth and tumble them in her mouth as she incubates, then gets them ready. You see how there's females? You probably can't. There's females inside those mini tubes. This is where they can be safe. This is where they house themselves. They're safe. They avoid being pestered until hurt or injured. I put all of the water disruption tools on this side, away from where the eggs will be deposited. Here's your standard above tank filter with filter matting up above. This is your sponge filter for bacteria numbers control. That's good. Once the female has a batch full of eggs in her mouth, she has a tendency to come over here and kind of hover around the oxygen to help her. The reason why they tumble those eggs is to help avoid bacterial growth or fungal growth on those eggs. So got to do a little bit of a water change probably. Got to keep the pH at about 8, the temperature at about 81, and right now I'm not doing a very good job. As you can see there, it's only 78.8. I've got a small 200-watt heater coming in the mail because the other one broke. But yeah, they're decent size, 3 to 5, 6 inches long or so. So they should be growing pretty substantially the next few weeks, and then they'll be ready to breed and hopefully perpetuate the business here. Let's finish off this video clip. Hopefully that was a good enough update for everyone, with a little bit of piranha action. Thanks, guys.